Welcome to this complete Hobart Tasmania guide. Nestled on Australia's southernmost tip, Hobart is a city of contrast, where the old world meets the new and nature meets culture. This charming city is a treasure trove of unique experiences and attractions. Today, we will take you through an extraordinary adventure, covering 13 must-visit places and activities that define Hobart's unique character and offer a glimpse into its rich heritage. So gear up as we are about to embark on an exciting journey through Hobart. Our first stop is the Museum of Old and New Art, an unmissable stop on our Hobart itinerary. Nestled on the banks of the Derwent River, Mona is an art lover's wonderland, defying traditional museum norms with its eclectic mix of old and new art. This avant-garde space, often described as a subversive adult Disneyland, is a labyrinth of thought-provoking installations, from ancient Egyptian mummies to contemporary multimedia. Every corner turned reveals another surprise, another conversation starter. And let's not forget the O device, a unique guide that replaces traditional labels, offering artist interviews, interpretive essays, and even curators' justifications for each artwork. But the art isn't the only star here. Mona's architecture is a masterpiece in itself, with its awe-inspiring subterranean design that takes you on a journey from darkness to light. And when you've had your fill of culture, retreat to the wine bar for a taste of Tasmania's finest. Truly, a visit to Hobart isn't complete without a trip to Mona. Next, we explore the vibrant Salamanca Place and Market. Enveloped in history, Salamanca Place is famed for its sandstone buildings, once warehouses for the port of Hobart, now transformed into galleries, theatres and cafes. Every Saturday, the place buzzes with life as the Salamanca Market comes alive. A kaleidoscope of colour, the market offers everything from fresh produce to handcrafted jewellery. Whether you're a foodie, a collector, or simply a curious wanderer, Salamanca Market is a place where your senses can truly come alive. Our next destinations are for the adventure seekers and beer lovers. Let's start with Mount Wellington, a grand and imposing natural marvel that towers over the city of Hobart. Known to the indigenous people as Kunanye, this mountain provides a stunning backdrop to the city and a thrilling challenge for those who wish to conquer its heights. As you ascend, you'll find yourself enveloped in a cool, eucalyptus-scented cloud, with the terrain shifting from dense forest to rocky alpine landscapes. Reaching the summit is no small feat, but the reward is a breathtaking panorama of Hobart, the Derwent River and the vast Tasman Sea. It's a view that makes you feel on top of the world, quite literally. But what's an adventure without a bit of relaxation to follow? And in Hobart, relaxation often comes in a pint glass. Just a stone's throw from Mount Wellington lies the Cascade Brewery. Established in the early 19th century, it's the oldest continually operating brewery in Australia. The building itself is a sight to behold, with its Gothic facade nestled amongst the vibrant greenery of the Cascade Gardens. Here, you're invited to embark on a different kind of journey, a journey of taste. Cascade's tour gives you a peek behind the scenes of the brewing process, from the raw ingredients to the bottling of the finished product. And of course, no tour would be complete without a tasting session. From the rich, dark stout to the crisp, refreshing lager, there's a brew to suit every palate. And if beer isn't your thing, don't worry. The brewery also boasts a fantastic cafe where you can enjoy a hearty meal while soaking in the views of the stunning Mount Wellington. So there you have it, a day filled with the thrill of the climb, the satisfaction of a challenge met, and the simple pleasure of a well-earned, refreshing beer. From mountain peaks to beer peaks, Hobart certainly knows how to keep you entertained. Now let's stroll through the Royal Tasmanian Botanical Gardens. Picture a sanctuary of serenity, overflowing with a kaleidoscope of plants and flowers. From ancient ferns to vibrant rhododendrons, the gardens are a living testament to Tasmania's unique flora. The air here is laced with the soothing scent of blossoms, whispering tales of the island's botanical heritage. It's like stepping into a painting where colours dance and tranquility reigns supreme. For a moment of peace in the heart of the city, these gardens are just the ticket. Next, we dive into the rich maritime history of Hobart. Tasmania, an island state, has a deep connection with the sea, and nowhere is this more evident than in its capital, Hobart. The Tasmanian Museum and Art Gallery is a treasure trove of maritime history, showcasing the island's seafaring past through a stunning collection of artifacts, art and historical records. Here you can journey back in time, tracing the footsteps of seafarers, explorers and the indigenous communities that call this island home. Let's set sail for the Maritime Museum of Tasmania. This museum is dedicated to the preservation of Tasmania's nautical past. With over 100 years of maritime history, it houses an impressive collection of model ships, navigational instruments and maritime art. It's a must-visit for anyone with a fascination for the sea. Now imagine stepping into a time machine and being whisked back to the heroic age of Antarctic exploration. That's exactly what a visit to Mawson's Hut's replica museum feels like. This museum is a faithful reproduction of the huts used by Australian explorer Douglas Mawson and his team during their 1911 to 1914 expedition to Antarctica. Walking through these huts, you can almost hear the howling winds and feel the biting cold that these brave explorers endured. Finally, we arrive at Battery Point. This historic district, with its narrow lanes and colonial architecture, gives a glimpse into Hobart's past. Once the home of shipbuilders and sailors, Battery Point is now a vibrant neighbourhood, teeming with cafes, galleries and charming boutiques. The area's maritime past is still evident, with street names like Shipwright's Arms and Mariner's Cottage serving as reminders of its seafaring history. Hobart's history is as deep and intriguing as the ocean itself. So whether you're a history buff, a maritime enthusiast, or simply a curious traveller, these maritime museums and historic points offer a captivating glimpse into Hobart's past and a deeper understanding of its present. Our journey continues on the Derwent River and at the Farm Gate Market. First, let's take a moment to appreciate the Derwent River. This is not your ordinary ferry ride. As the boat slices through the calm waters, you can feel the cool breeze playing with your hair and the sun kissing your skin. The river, a lifeline of Hobart, is a spectacle in itself, reflecting the azure sky above and the verdant hills around. It's a serene experience that resonates deep within. Now, let's shift our gaze to the Farm Gate Market, a bustling hub of local produce and artisanal treasures. This isn't just a market, it's a sensory delight. The air is thick with the aroma of fresh fruits, vegetables, and the tantalizing scent of baked goods. The chatter of vendors, the clinking of coffee cups, the vibrant colors of the stalls, it's all part of the unique tapestry that is the Farm Gate Market. From river to market, Hobart keeps surprising us with its charm. Finally, we reach the Hobart waterfront and take a day trip to Bruny Island. A stone's throw away from the city centre, the Hobart waterfront is a sight that will make your heart skip a beat. With a panorama of the Derwent River and Mount Wellington as its backdrop, it's a place where the city's hustle and bustle gives way to serene beauty. Here, the air carries a hint of salt and the promise of adventure. The waterfront is constantly alive, with fishing boats bringing in their catch of the day and sailboats skimming across the water's surface. There's a sense of timelessness here, as if the waterfront has been holding its breath, waiting for you to uncover its stories. And as you walk along the docks, you can't help but feel a part of Hobart's vibrant maritime history. It's a place where you can sit back at one of the many cafes and restaurants and watch the world go by. But the adventure doesn't stop here. Just a short ferry ride away from the waterfront is Bruny Island, a haven of natural beauty. As soon as you set foot on the island, you are greeted by a symphony of wildlife. Wallabies, echidnas, and a variety of bird species call this island home. The air here is crisp and clean, the landscapes untouched, and the tranquility simply mesmerizing. As you explore, you'll discover white sandy beaches that stretch as far as the eye can see, and lush green forests that whisper tales of the island's past. And of course, there's the food. Bruny Island is renowned for its fresh oysters, artisan cheese, and locally brewed beer. The island's beauty is so raw and untamed, it feels like stepping into a painting where every stroke is more enchanting than the last. It's a place that makes you appreciate the simpler things in life and reminds you of the magic that nature holds. From its bustling city life to its serene islands, Hobart truly has it all. And that concludes our journey through Hobart. We've embarked on a cultural feast at the Museum of Old and New Art, soaked in the vibrant atmosphere of Salamanca Market, and conquered the heights of Mount Wellington. We've savoured the delights at the Cascade Brewery, strolled through the enchanting Royal Tasmanian Botanical Gardens, and delved into history at Battery Point. We've sailed the Derwent River, shopped at the Farmgate Market, and witnessed the majestic views from the Hobart waterfront. So, when are you planning your trip to Hobart?